Well, joining me now to talk trending topics in the entertainment business is Miss Go-Getter herself, Adri V. Thanks so much for joining me.
Of course, I wouldn't have no other way to start my Friday off.
That's right. We got to kick off the Friday with all the trending topics.
Yes.
And you know what? We're starting off. We already know the Jackson family is mega talented.
Mega talented. But who knew?
Who knew how deep that talent ran?
Who knew how deep it was? So when Janet started running off during the interview, you know, her family tree, we know all of the Jacksons, right? But who knew she had cousins?
The cousins,
The cousins, okay? The cousins that were affiliated within it. And she started talking about Stevie Wonder.
Like,
now,
what?
Stevie Wonder is a cousin, you know, groundbreaking, giving us all the music we love and grow up to. And because my grandfather, I have always been a fan of Stevie. But then also you have Tracy Chapman, who is a cousin as well.
That's not fair.
Listen, but it gets even better.
Yeah.
Who knew that the Samuel L. Jackson,
right,
the amazing actor, was also a cousin? Now, you would think just because the Jackson that it was, but he never publicized it, talked about it, or just kind of laid within that. But Janet, she spilled the tea in that interview.
Spilled the tea, low-key.
And my mind was just like, wait, what?
Something was happening in those jeans.
Yeah.
Okay, the talent was just flowing.
The talent was just flowing, and God was just giving it all.
Giving it all. He said, here, you get talent, you get
talent and multiply it, okay? That's exactly what it was. So I was just like, now it all makes sense, especially when Stevie would pretty much be like a mentor and a guide to Michael back then, especially during the time with Berry Gordy. So.
That is true. That's true. Okay. Well, listen, we had a lot of fun watching those Paris Olympics, didn't we? It was good.
From the basketball team to the gymnasts to the swimming, everything. But now we're excited.
Yeah.
Because we're out of the countries and we're coming back to our country.
That's right.
So, of course, the Olympics will be in Los Angeles for 2028. And all I got to say is they closed it out so good, letting us know that it was going to be in Los Angeles because who else but the secondary mayors, Dr. Dre, and Snoop Dogg, who was like the mascot.
He was the face of the Olympics.
Wasn't he the mascot? He was the face of the Olympics in every aspect. He gave us what we all needed, which was really humanize it and made it so funny and connected it again. So he closed it out for the ceremony. The Red Hot Chili Peppers did, the artist Her, and now we're getting excited to wave the flag, bringing it back, of course.
Back to the USA.
Back to the
and
US.
Listen, everyone killed it.
They killed it because we took home 126 medals.
Crazy.
And we were the highest count of any nation. The U.S. also tied with China for the most gold medals. Both countries clinched 48 each. 40 each.
40 gold medals.
We could have had, you know, a little bit more, but...
yeah, we could have had one more, aka Miss Jordan Childs.
Yeah.
You know, we'll leave that.
We're gonna talk about that another time.
Another time. Okay, now listen, my baby. Watch this.
Okay.
Watch this. We're not watching it, actually.
We're not.
We're not.
The folks weren't in Atlanta. Okay, because apparently Usher took to social media, letting us all know that he had an injury. And the injury was a neck injury. And you can't play with a neck injury.
No, you can't play with that.
You cannot. And he was hoping that, of course, that he would be better by then, but he wasn't. So, of course, his Atlanta opening shows have all been postponed, pushed back to December. And, of course, folks was not happy, but they really want Usher to make sure he's well and he's better. And you got to think about it. He's coming off of doing a full residency, doing the Super Bowl, right? You know, and it's like, Usher, you need to just take a little bit.
Just give yourself some time.
Okay?
He's going to come back.
Exactly. And it's not easy rolling around a stage on roller skates. And it is not easy.
It is not
whatsoever.
easy.
But we're happy to see that they're going to be carrying on, kicking off in D.C. on August 20th. So don't fret, don't frown. Usher's still coming back to town.
Usher will. Oh, I like that.
You like that?
She's good
Little
with that. Okay, I like that. Okay, Usher, feel better. We'll be waiting for you.
Absolutely.
Now, Miss Adele is rocking some new jewelry.
Oh, child. She said, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. And Rich Paul did, okay?
So there's been rumors about them for years.
It has, but now it's really much official because she made the announcement. She shared at one of her shows, and she put that hand up, and that rock was there. And all I got to say is...
And that was a rock, honey.
A big rock, and he did it. He did his thing on that. But, of course, we got a chance to see them out and about for so long. And, of course, the rumors were flying. But now she took it and made it official, and it was a 4-carat dazzling ring up on that left hand. And Rich Paul showed us all that he was Richie Rich and did it.
He manages LeBron, right?
Yes, he pretty much was epitome of making sure LeBron is where he is today on the back end when it comes to, of course, the business aspect. But LeBron is just the king in himself. But that was an easy shoo-in. But he solidified a lot of deals for him, and the rest of the team did too.
All right.
So congrats.
Congrats
Adele.
to Adele. He put a ring on it.
He did.
I love that
He
for
wasn't
her.
playing about it.
She's a good one. She's a good one.
You gotta lock him down, fellas. Lock him down.
Lock him down. All righty. We got to talk about something that I don't want to talk about
I don't
anymore.
want to. After we come about locking it down and putting a ring on it,
Yeah.
now it seems like the ring might be coming off.
The ring might be leaving Bennifer.
Yes, Bennifer. So apparently sources have shared that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have seen each other in weeks. Well, haven't seen each other in weeks. And they're moving on separately. This is what the folks are saying. And the couple has spent most of the summer apart as vacationing in different locations. Yeah.
Girl, bye.
Yeah.
This is why we don't spin the block, okay?
We talked about
it.
But it's like,
No.
it don't work for everybody.
It does not work,
It
for,
does
everybody.
not work for everybody.
Know your situation.
Know your situation, know your person, and know yourself.
There you go.
That's it.
Wise words from Adri V. Thank you so much for coming in.
You're
Always a
welcome.
pleasure. Listen, viewers, you can keep up with Adri V by listening to her Fridays and Saturdays from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. on 93.7 WBLK, or following her on social media at Adri V, the Go-Getter. Thanks so much for coming in.
No problem.
Happy Friday.